Censorship. We've all heard of it, we've all known about it, and it's probably happened to something that we actually like. Maybe a band we listen to, maybe a video game we play, or something absolutely different, maybe a movie. Something we all know about censorship. It's everywhere nowadays. From everywhere, from both sides, from liberals to conservatives, everyone censors. They don't like admitting it, but they all do it. And Twitter is absolutely no different when it comes to the video game, The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Now, some of you probably remember that The Coffin of Andy and Lele is a game that was released October this year. I don't remember which day exactly, but it was released earlier this year. I played it on the channel. I liked the game a lot. It's actually probably one of my favorite games that came out this entire year. But a lot of people on Twitter don't like it. Mainly because half of them never played the fucking game. Of course. They make an opinion about something they know nothing about, right? So, something happened with that. I'm just going to go over all the facts. Then I'll give you my opinion afterwards. And then you can give your own conclusion after. Or before. I don't give a fuck. So, I have just a couple tweets that have, like, some info that we kind of know of. I wish that they would actually show more info, because just like everyone else on Twitter, these people actually suck at compiling information and will literally give you 2 screenshots of stuff that barely matters, but not give me screenshots of anything else that I kind of want to know about, and I don't know where else to look for it, so this is the best I got. The creator of The Coffin of Andy and Lele got doxxed, so they are transferring the game's ownership to Kit9 and pretty much leaving the internet. This is why we don't have nice things on the western side, so I'll read these real quick. Forum post today announcing Nem Lee's partial retirement from the game. Will only do story and art, sold it off to Kit9 for all other purposes. All online activity nuked, including old itch games. 99% was probably due to Nem Lee being doxxed on the base D-Jack party. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a bunch of losers if it's called base D-Jack, honestly. Now this is apparently, I saw this myself in the discussions for the game. Kit9 posted a thing here saying pre-dev log announcement. As per request from the primary developer, Kit9 Studio has acquired the title The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Our team of freelancers will handle the programming, community management, customer support, business contracts, and legal disputes. The original developer will continue providing the art and story. We will do our best to support them as they create the game they want to create. On a sadder note, the developer has decided to permanently and completely terminate their activities online from here on. The best way to show your support is by focusing your discussions towards the game and not the developer. They wish to be left alone. There will be no communications or information forwarded to the developer from this point onward. They are choosing to remain completely in the dark and to continue to work happily offline. Other than Kit9 Studio stepping into the role of owner and publisher, the development of The Coffin of Andy and Lele will continue to proceed with no change in plans. The devlog for December will still be delivered as originally promised and will be the final words from the developer. All future game announcements afterwards will be handled by Kit9 Studio. Going forward, discussions here about the developers of this project are considered off topic and will be removed. Obviously, I think that's fair. I guess I'll read this too. Apparently some people are reading, and of course people are not reading, and saying things. This person said, alright, I took some time to do more info digging, even though it's literally right up there, and to clarify some things since some people are going around saying things without reading. They have a thread dedicated to doxing her, but the dox wasn't really complete. The purge of all her social media presence was probably a reaction to this. Probably to stop them from getting more information on her. That's kind of smart. Kit9 is not some AAA evil publisher, but a company likely owned by a friend or relative. So it's not that bad the game got transferred. Nem Lee is gonna keep working on the game. Which, again, I don't know how people are missing that. It's said in both these screenshots, actually. And then there was this one. I don't know where this is even coming from. I wish they would, I wish they would at least show, like, I wish they would show more evidence. Like, it was probably true. I just don't know where this was. I just don't know where any of this took place, because no one wants to take proper screenshots, apparently. Like, if it took place on 4chan, I have no idea, because this is a 4chan screenshot, clearly. That's clearly what that is. But, this person said she got doxxed by Wojak parties, so no, it wasn't even by annoying Zoomers who fan cop people. I don't even know where that said, because no one said that in the entire thing. I kind of agree, but that wasn't even said anywhere. Also, they were doxxed because Wojak Party thought she was trans. Instead of blaming people for saying incest is bad, maybe call out the actual people who doxed her, dumbass. Well, yeah, that's obviously true, but you're obviously not going to do much better because you're also not calling out the people who did it, dumbass. But, whatever. People don't like facts anymore. I don't even know why I'm bothering. So, that happened. That is, in my opinion, incredibly sad. I gave my opinion on this. It's all the way down here. I said, wow, this is incredibly, ridiculously sad. This is exactly what I mean when I say that Twitter cancel culture needs to be eradicated and minors need to be banned from the internet. They could have just left the game alone, but doxing and trying to ruin their life because you don't like the game or the themes, this is fucking... And this is why I constantly am continuing to fight censorship regardless of who is doing it. There should be legal harsh consequences to those who dox a developer and tried to ruin their life. Apparently I was an actual schizo on an image board or some shit. Either way, I completely stand by what I said. I'll continue to play it in the future. I'm just hoping it's not completely ruined. Kinda wish we could really have nice things. And yes, I'm gonna be honest, I 100% stand by everything I say. Look, I've mentioned this before constantly on Twitter. I think even in like 1 or 2 rant other videos I've done on this channel, the Twitter internet cancel mob culture needs to actually be stopped. We need more regulations on the internet to stop this kind of shit. I don't fucking understand why this is such a hot take. I understand that people don't like government regulations or anything of the sort, but if parents are not going to do what they need to do and be better, then I don't know how we are gonna do, like, I don't know how we're gonna, like, have a better, like, internet, like, life for anyone. Because, look, like, I get what I'm saying is probably really extreme. I don't really care anymore because there's nothing else working. Minors should not be on the internet to begin with. I understand that the person who did this was probably not a minor and was obviously someone with some extreme mental condition. I don't know what it is, but they probably shouldn't be allowed access on the internet either because of that. I'm sorry if that's too extreme for you as well. If you have certain behavioral issues, whether caused by your parents and how they raised you, or other things happening in your life, you should not be allowed access to the internet if you are going to do harmful and stupid shit. I don't know why this is such a hot take for everyone. If this is a hot take for you, then you probably just don't understand stuff and don't understand the real world. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. But, like, this isn't, like, nothing's working. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for people to just ignore things they don't like. Conservatives can't do it with LGBTQ stuff. Liberals can't do it with stuff that they don't fucking like. I don't understand how anything can be solved. No one wants to actually talk to another in a constructive manner. Everything is just, I don't like this, it needs to be banned. We need to ruin the person's life that made this thing I don't like. It is really fucking dumb, and I constantly fight against this type of shit, which is censorship. I will constantly fight about that forever. And I don't know why it's just like people just don't seem to get this. It is so, like, actually infuriating to me. Like, it's actually infuriating to me. So I just honestly don't even know. And that was kind of like my opinion on, like, the actual facts of everything. Everything from this point forward in this video is kind of more of me with, like, a tinfoil hat conspiracizing why this type of shit even happened in the first fucking place. Now, you're gonna probably have to turn your brain on and really listen to me and bear with me on this part, because I understand that every time I try and put connections to things and be just a little bit conspiratorial and think about things, people just love turning their brains off because that's so easy for people to do around me. Alright? I don't know if you're like 2 times my age or half my age. Turn your brain on for this part, alright? I know it's really hard for you probably, but just do it, alright? It's gonna be really good for you. You should do that anyway. Daily. Personally, I understand that there are so many ways that people can become radicalized in their thinking. I completely understand that. Honestly, I would blame the right, conservatives a lot more for that, just because of the way that they treat LGBTQ people, black people, all these other different types of people, just because they don't understand anything. And they don't even have real information. They literally constant information, misinformation, disinformation, misinformation. It's all like that. Liberals are also becoming the same exact thing. Well, more like far lefties, not really liberals. Liberals are getting pretty good at not doing that after 2016 and fucking lying about what happened to Trump. But despite that, it's crazy. And I'm talking about like the Mueller investigation. That was not real. He had nothing to do with Russia. Russia just did it on their own. Because, hate Russia. Russia bad. I understand that the far left is also really bad at radicalization. Now, I understand that this person that I'm about to bring up does not talk about anything honestly related to do with the coffin of Andy or Lele at fucking all, but there is a reason I'm bringing up radicalization of my generation, and then the way that people have treated this situation around the coffin of Andy and Lele. I really feel like that this YouTuber in particular, Hassan, is a really big problem when it comes to radicalization and just mob internet mentality. Something needs to be done about this guy. I don't know if he needs to be suspended or just straight up banned. Something needs to be done with this because there should be actually a community guidelines thing for radicalizing, like, your community. I would honestly argue that his community has probably gone on to the lines of harassment given the way that they treat certain people when they disagree with them. Specifically Ethan when it comes to Israel-Palestine. I'm not giving my take on that. I'm just giving out the facts. Like, they treated him like garbage. Ethan did not deserve really anything that Hassan gave to him. But I honestly think that because a lot of these people that really shit on Coffin of Andy and Lele are minors are really becoming this fucking, like, what's the word? Their chests are this puffed out and they are this confident to do all this crazy shit that they were not doing before. I think because of him. And there needs to be something done about him. I don't know what it is, but something needs to be done with his channel. Because he cannot be going on doing, like, his dumb fucking weird bullshit where he's radicalizing my own generation. Because I hate to be this person, but I am Gen Z. I was born in 2002. I do not like the fact that so much of my generation is so far left radically. A lot of them are far right radically as well, but I really do not like the far left radical ones. They ruin a lot of conversations that we need to be having, and they completely just kick out all nuance when it comes to conversations. I think they are specifically hurting the trans conversation, and honestly LGBTQ conversation in general, because a lot of them seem to really suck at this for some reason. I have no idea why. No idea. That's just a thing that happens. So, where do we go from here? Is my last point. I don't know. I honestly really don't know where we go from here. I seriously really think that the internet, since no one wants to take into their own hands to just be better, or to raise their kids, or to just be better to one another, we probably need actual regulations to stop people from doing crazy shit, like trying to ruin someone's life for making a game that they don't like. And if that's a hot take for you, then I don't know, fucking grow up and suck it up. You should have thought about that when you were acting this crazy on the internet. I don't know why that's so hard for you. Like, it shouldn't be that hard for you to think about that. If that's that hard for you to think about, then you're probably really dumb. Like, I'm not gonna give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to this shit. And if you do support doxing and all that shit, I'm probably banning you from my channel. And if you're gonna try and also do mental gymnastics to try and justify why it was okay in this situation, I'm banning you from my channel. And probably reporting you for basically inciting violence, because that's basically what you're doing. That shit's not cool. Fucking absolutely ridiculous. But, I don't know. That's kind of all I have on this for now. I'm just a little angry about this because, like, I really like this game. I really, really like this game. And it's really sad to me that the development is being ruined simply because of schizo people on the internet and minors and these really radical people that really should not be on the internet. If you are radical in any sense of any way, you probably shouldn't be on the internet. Period. I don't care if that's a hot take. You shouldn't be on the internet. And I'm gonna be honest, minors also should not be on the internet. I don't know why we're even allowing minors on the internet. Yes, I was allowed to be on the internet with no restriction for some fucking reason when I was younger because my parents didn't want to watch over me. I really wish they didn't do that because I could have turned out a lot better. I really could have. And parents nowadays are becoming even worse than that. Because now all of these children are growing up with behavioral issues. And now no one wants to do anything about that. And they come up on the internet, and then now everyone wants to just support them and affirm every little thing that they do, which is not okay. And if we're not going to be Look, this is gonna sound really fucked up probably, but if the adult creators cannot be responsible with the possible children watching them, and I normally don't care about, like, I really don't like censorship at all, like, I just don't, but, like, then we should probably not be having minors on the internet. Because it's probably not always the adult's fault. It's really definitely not. They don't know that they're probably saying something too crazy that could be taken completely over the top by someone who's just way younger than them and doesn't understand shit and shouldn't even really be interacting with their content yet anyway. Because I'm sorry, if you're a minor, you shouldn't even be interacting with political content yet. I understand that we have government classes and stuff, but I'm just going to be absolutely honest. Our government classes and politics classes in the US are absolute fucking garbage. They are some of the worst fucking education, like, worst education I've ever seen, ever. They could have done a way better job. And I swear to God, this country has the worst fucking education when it comes to all these other Western countries. I have no fucking idea how. I just have no idea how. It's insane. But, like, I don't know. We have to do something. We can't just be letting people do crazy shit like this. That's not a hot take, and if that's a hot take to you, then you probably shouldn't be on the internet. You're probably someone I'm talking about. And your parents probably should have hit you a little bit more. Sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. They probably should have hit you a little bit more. Because maybe you'd have some more sense in you, huh? That's what I think. But anyway, that's it. Fuck off, I guess.